Hello everyone, this video is in continuation to our videos on breathing and exchange of gases, grade 11, unit 5. In our previous video, we had discussed about the types of respiration, the two main types of respiration, and then we had also discussed the steps of respiration. In this video, we are going to talk about the various characteristics of respiratory surfaces. We'll talk about the various pigments used in the process, and we'll also be talking about the various structures or organs responsible for the process of respiration. So without any delay, let's start. Characteristics of respiratory surface. First of all, what are the characters or characteristics which are required for a process, for the process of respiration? That means एक structure के पास what should be its characters ताकि वो easy diffusion of gases को, exchange को help कर सके. So the first one is that the structure should be thin. I'll write down all first and then we'll explain one by one. Second one is the surface should be moist. Third character is that it should be highly vascular. Fourth would be that it should have pigments for the process of respiration. We'll talk about this pigments in details also, stating कि कहाँ ज़रूरत है, कहाँ ज़रूरत नहीं है, and plus a very important thing is that it should have a large surface area. Let's talk about them. The surface should be thin. Whatever the respiratory surface is, let's say when we talk about humans, the respiratory or exchange of gases, it takes place through the lungs when we talk about. So they should be thin. Why? So that easily the gases can diffuse in and out. Second, they should be moist. Why? Because the transport of oxygen or exchange of oxygen only takes place when it is dissolved in water. That is why the surface has to be moist. It is kept moist by the secretion of mucus. Then we have vascular. What does this mean? The structure should be highly vascular. That means it should have large amount of blood vessels surrounding it. If you see the structure of alveoli, large number of red and blue colored lines are drawn around it. That means it is surrounded by many blood vessels, so that whatever exchange has to take place from the blood into the alveoli to blood, it can easily take place. Then pigments. Now there are certain organisms where direct respiration, which we discussed in the last video, जहाँ direct respiration होना है, there these pigments are not required. But herein, in larger organisms, when the oxygen gas moves into the blood stream, it cannot move in a gaseous form. So there has to be something which picks up or binds with it so that it can easily form or it can easily be transported in the blood. So they are pigments. We'll talk about different pigments in organisms as well. What we have in our body is hemoglobin. There is large surface area. Very important characters. One, large surface area, because if the surface area from where the exchange of gases is taking place is small, so बहुत कम exchange of gases होगा. That is why to increase the surface area of, in humans, to increase the surface area of the respiratory surface, large amount of alveoli are there. छोटे sac-like structures which increase the surface area. Surface area मतलब जैसे इस surface से exchange of gases होना है, so इसको इंक्रीज कर देता है. कैसे? लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल एल्वेलाई बहुत ज्यादा बना दिए, तो एक तो ये है एक्सचेंज और एक है ऐसे छोटे छोटे बहुत सारे स्ट्रक्चर्स. सो इट हेल्प्स इन मोर ऑफ एक्सचेंज ऑफ गैसेस. सो लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ सरफेस area should be there in the respiratory surface. So these are the characteristics of the respiratory surface. After this, we are going to discuss about the pigments. The various pigments which are responsible or which are there in different type of organisms जो direct respiration नहीं करते हैं, which are responsible for conduction of different type of gases in the body of the organism, whatever it is. So first and foremost, which we know is hemoglobin. Hemoglobin, it is a iron part combined with a globin, that is a protein part. So it contains iron and it is red in color, found in higher organisms like humans. Then next one which we have is hemoerythrin, which also contains iron, that is Fe, and it is dissolved in plasma. It is found in annelids. Like for example, earthworm. Earthworm में hemoglobin is there, but is dissolved in plasma. So they are found in annelids. Then we have hemocyanin. Hemocyanin, it has copper attached to it. It has copper in it. It is blue in color, and the organisms where it is found in mollusca. Then we have arachnochrome. Arachnochrome, as the name suggests, is found in arachnids or echinoderms, sorry. Echinoderms, starfish, etc. Then the last one which we have, hemoglobin, hemoerythrin, cyanin, erythrochrome, and then we have vanadium. Vanadium, it has vanadium attached to it, and it is found in coelomic cavity of protochordates. The link between chordates and non-chordates found in coelomic cavity of protochordates. But if you miss something, because the board is small, if you miss something, please rewind thoda sa and you can write down in your notebook. So these are the various pigments. Last topic is the organs. The various organs or the respiratory organs which are there in different organisms for the process of respiration to take place. First organ is skin. Direct respiration, that is skin. Now we'll talk about the organ, we'll talk about the organism where it is present or where it helps in. So skin, it's the mode of respiration in earthworm, and for that matter frogs also. In frogs, they use skin as a mode of respiration, plus gills when they are tadpole stage and lungs in their adult stage. Type of respiration when the skin is, what do we call it when skin is used, is cutaneous. Cutaneous respiration we call it. Second respiratory organ is gills. Gills is known as branchial, and it is found in fishes and prawns, etc. Then we have tracheae. Tracheae, not as in trachea hamara wala. Tracheae, these are small tubular structure, and this type of respiration is known as tracheal respiration, and it occurs in insects. Fine. So till now, skin, cutaneous, gills, branchial, tracheae, tracheal. Skin, earthworm and frogs, gills, fishes and prawns, tracheal in insects. Then we have lungs, very common. Those are, the type of respiration is pulmonary. Type of respiration occurs in all mammals and all higher order organisms. Now, after lungs, there are book lungs, book gills, and pulmonary sacs. There are book lungs found in spiders and scorpions. Then we have book gills. They are found in arachnids. Then we have pulmonary sacs. Found in mollusk. Let's see once again. These are the three which are different in different organisms. Thoda specific hota hai. So skin till here. Lungs, it's known as pulmonary respiration, found in mammals. Book lungs in spiders and scorpions. Book gills in arachnids, and pulmonary sacs in mollusca. Very, very important. You must, this should be by heart. They seem to be small topics, but they are very important once MCQs are being formed. और फिर हम confuse हो जाते हैं. What do they ask? Suppose they, यहाँ तो it's clear. Book lungs आएगा तो either example would be scorpions or spiders. Like for example, when I say ट्रेकियल टाइप ऑफ रेस्पिरेशन, इंसेक्ट्स लिखा है, आर्थ्रोपोड्स लिखा है, कोई भी तरह के इंसेक्ट्स का नाम दे सकते हैं, देन दे कैन आस्क दैट विच टाइप ऑफ रेस्पिरेटरी स्ट्रक्चर इज फाउंड. सो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर दैट मैटर. सो दिस इज ऑल characters, pigments and organs. In our next video we'll take up in detail cutaneous. I'll cover in twos. पहले में cutaneous and branchial we'll do, then we'll do tracheal and pulmonary. So 2 videos I'll make, 2 for each, and then after that we'll start with the process of respiration. So this is it for this video. Please keep watching, liking, sharing and subscribing. Thank you.